Welcome to Tick-tack Time for a Story, your home for true crime, unsolved mysteries, and real criminal stories from history. From infamous gangsters, to chilling murders, to the most dangerous outlaws the world has ever seen. Every story here is real. Subscribe and join us as we dive deep into the crimes that changed history forever. Our story today is about deep inside an Australian forest. Police discovered human bones scattered beneath the trees. The victims were young travelers, backpackers from around the world. Some had been missing for years. Nobody knew who was hunting them, until investigators uncovered one of the most terrifying serial killer cases in Australian history. His name was Ivan Milat, and for years, he turned a peaceful forest into a killing ground. During the late 1980s and early 1990s, backpacking through Australia was incredibly popular. Young travelers came from Europe, Asia, and America searching for adventure. Many hitchhiked between cities to save money. Australia felt safe, but one location would soon become infamous: a dense wilderness south of Sydney called Belanglo State Forest. At first, nobody connected the disappearances. Backpackers often changed plans suddenly. Some traveled without contacting family for weeks. But then more young people vanished. And eventually, bodies were discovered. In September 1992, two runners entered Belanglo Forest. Deep inside the woods, they found something horrifying: human remains. Police quickly searched the area. Soon more bodies were discovered hidden among the trees. The victims had suffered brutal violence. Some had been shot, others stabbed. The victims included travelers from Germany, Britain, Australia. Fear spread across the country. The media called it the backpacker murders. The victims were young people with dreams of adventure. One of them was Caroline Clark, a British traveller exploring Australia with her friend Joan Walters. Another victim was Simone Schmidl from Germany. Families back home waited desperately for news. Some parents spent years hoping their children were still alive. Instead, investigators uncovered a nightmare. Australian police launched one of the country's largest homicide investigations. Detectives interviewed truck drivers, hitchhikers, travelers, campers. Slowly, a terrifying pattern appeared. Many victims had last been seen hitchhiking near Sydney. Witnesses described a man offering rides in a four-wheel drive vehicle. Police now believed they were hunting a serial killer. Investigators eventually focused on a local road worker named Ivan Milat. Milat came from a large family and had a history of violence, weapons offences, and disturbing behaviour. Witnesses connected him to missing backpackers. Former travellers reported uncomfortable encounters with him. Some said he became aggressive when rejected. Others noticed weapons inside his vehicle. Police secretly monitored Milat for months. Then they searched his home. Inside Milat's property, police found shocking evidence linked directly to the victims. They recovered personal belongings, camping gear, clothing, cameras, weapons. Some items belonged to the murdered backpackers. The evidence was overwhelming. In 1994, Ivan Milat was arrested and charged with multiple murders. Australia was stunned. Milat denied everything. Throughout the trial, he acted angry and unpredictable. Prosecutors argued he hunted vulnerable backpackers traveling alone. Survivors testified about frightening encounters with him on remote roads. The jury heard weeks of disturbing evidence. Finally, in July 1996, Ivan Milat was found guilty. He received multiple life sentences with no chance of release. But even after the conviction, many questions remained unanswered. Some investigators believed Milat may not have acted alone. Others suspected there could have been additional victims never discovered inside the forest. Rumors and conspiracy theories spread for years. And despite repeated appeals, Milat never confessed. He took the truth to his grave. Ivan Milat spent the rest of his life inside prison. He became one of Australia's most hated criminals. Journalists, psychologists, and filmmakers continued studying the case for decades. In 2019, Milat died from cancer at the age of 74. But the horror connected to Belanglo Forest never disappeared. Belanglo Forest still stands today. Quiet, empty, silent. But for many Australians, the forest will always be connected to fear. A place where young travellers searching for adventure crossed paths with pure evil. The backpacker murders became one of the darkest chapters in Australian criminal history. And even now, some believe the full story has never truly been told. And just like that, another dark chapter comes to an end. But somewhere out there, more secrets remain hidden, more mysteries remain unsolved, and more terrifying true stories are waiting to be told. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Tick-Tack Time for a Story and turn on notifications so you never miss the next case. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.